Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 274, The Mysterious Fog. It was a crisp autumn morning in the small town of Willow Creek. The air was filled with the scent of fallen leaves and damp earth. As the fog began to lift, revealing the town below, a peculiar sight caught the attention of the townspeople. A thick, swirling fog had settled over the central square, forming a dense, opaque cloud. It seemed to be alive, shifting and changing shape constantly. Some said it resembled a monstrous creature, its tendrils reaching out towards the surrounding buildings. As the day wore on, the fog grew thicker and more ominous. The townspeople, initially curious, became increasingly uneasy. Some believed it was a sign of bad things to come. Others whispered tales of ancient legends, of a mythical creature that lived in the fog. A young woman named Anya, known for her fearless spirit, decided to investigate the fog. Armed with a flashlight and a sense of adventure, she ventured into the swirling mist. The fog seemed to react to her presence, swirling around her and obscuring her vision. Anya pressed on, her heart pounding in her chest. As she walked deeper into the fog, she heard strange noises, whispers, rustling sounds, and the distant howling of a wolf. She tried to ignore the fear that was creeping into her. Suddenly, the fog seemed to thicken around her. She could barely see a few feet in front of her. Just when she thought she couldn't go any further, she heard a faint voice calling her name. Following the voice, Anya stumbled upon a small hidden clearing. In the center of the clearing was a large ancient oak tree. Its branches were gnarled and twisted, and its leaves were deep, rusty brown. As Anya approached the tree, the fog began to dissipate. She looked up at the tree and saw a strange glowing orb hovering above its branches. The orb pulsed with an otherworldly light, and a soft ethereal voice spoke to her. "You have found me," the voice said. "I am the guardian of the fog. I have been watching over this town for centuries." The guardian explained that the fog was a protective barrier, shielding the town from harm. However, due to an ancient prophecy, the fog had become unstable. Anya was the only one who could help restore its balance. With the Guardian's guidance, Anya learned how to harness the power of the fog. She discovered that she had a special connection to the ancient oak tree and could use its energy to control the fog. After days of training and meditation, Anya was ready to face the fog. She stood in the center of the town square, surrounded by the townspeople. As she raised her hands, the fog began to swirl and dance around her. With a powerful surge of energy, Anya caused the fog to dissipate completely. The sun shone down on the town, dispelling the darkness and fear that had gripped the people. The townspeople cheered and applauded Anya as she returned to the oak tree. The guardian of the fog appeared once more, thanking her for her courage and bravery. From that day forward, Anya was known as the Fog Whisperer. She had saved her town and restored peace to the island. And the ancient oak tree, a symbol of hope and protection, stood tall and proud in the heart of Willow Creek. Vocabulary notes: swirling, moving around in a circular or spiral motion. Example, a thick swirling fog had settled over the central square. Opaque, not allowing light to pass through. Example, it seemed to be alive, shifting and changing shape constantly. Ominous, suggesting that something bad is going to happen. Example, as the day wore on, the fog grew thicker and more ominous. Dissipate, to disappear gradually. Example, the fog began to dissipate completely. Harness, to control and use for a particular purpose. Example, Anya learned how to harness the power of the fog. Ethereal, light and delicate, like something that is not for this world. Example, The orb pulsed with an otherworldly light, and a soft, ethereal voice spoke to her. Dispelling, causing something to go away. Example, the sun shone down on the town, dispelling the darkness and fear that had gripped the people. Symbol, something that represents or stands for something else. Example, the ancient oak tree, a symbol of hope and protection, stood tall and proud in the heart of Willow Creek. Story written by Google Gemini AI. Image created by Adobe Firefly AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.